गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Our experience of the world is only because of thoughts. There are no thoughts, there is no world. So, how do we checkmate the thoughts of the world? Can the thoughts of the world be checkmated by not doing anything? That is not possible. You can forcefully checkmate. Chitta vritti nirodha. You can do that in forcefully by focusing on the breath or on some mantra. But still, the question is, it is still a thought. Breath is a thought. The thoughts in the mind again are thought. The mantra that you are doing is also a thought. So, how can we checkmate? How can we remove this grossification of the mind, which is called as thought? And that thought then eventually grossifies as the word. And then that word simultaneously expresses as an object in this creation. This is the fall. So, our scriptures say that if the problem is the thought, or if the challenge is the thought, only a thought can cancel it. Thought can be cancelled, checkmated only by a thought. So, how is that to be done? For example, you woke up this morning. What is the thought? That I am awake. Till you are indulged in this waking state, it will continue. But eventually at night, somewhere, like yesterday night, I was here, and at 11:15 I was exhausted playing with the kids. And then automatically, till that time, no other thought of, but suddenly the thought came that it's time to crash, go to sleep. So the thought of the sleep cancelled the thought of being indulged in the waking. Same way, a seeker, he uses the thought of meditation. I want to be in meditation, I have to sit in meditation, to cancel the thought of the waking. Same way, But these are all temporary solutions. Sometimes they are happening voluntarily, sometimes they are happening involuntarily. So, we need to think of such a thought which is able to permanently cancel, checkmate, dissolve, annihilate, whatever you want to use, depending upon your angle of approach, the thought of the world. Understand? So, initial stage is the thoughts of the world are in the purview of ignorance, because the thoughts of the world take us away from ourselves. We replace them by thoughts of knowledge. Who am I? Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. So these thoughts wean our mind away from the world, and possibly, if our angle of approach is correct, bring us back closer to ourselves. Closer to ourselves means what? From many thoughts to less thoughts, we are closer to ourselves. From thoughts of the world to those thoughts which remind us of our divinity, is closer to ourselves. But remember one thing, these thoughts which are bringing us closer to ourselves are still thoughts. They are still coming under the purview of ignorance. Ignorance alone expresses as thoughts of the world. So when you are thinking of the world, okay, ignorance. When you are thinking of the self, without experiencing the self, without abiding in the self, it is still ignorance. So thoughts of the world of bricks and mortar and road and travel and body and this and that, okay, tamasic thoughts. Imaginations, rajasic thoughts. Thoughts of divinity, sattvic thoughts. But they are still thoughts. All you have done is you have cancelled the rajasic thought and the tamasic thought with a sattvic thought. Realization is not possible until and unless we de-link from the thoughts. I think, therefore I am is not the solution. I am, therefore the thoughts manifest or unmanifest. Then who is this me in whose presence the thoughts appear and disappear? Our attention has to come to this one. So, in technical terms, the scriptures say vritti jnanam and vritti rahit jnanam. Vritti means thought, jnanam means knowledge. So one is thought knowledge and the other is thought free knowledge. You cannot have thought free knowledge of the world. World includes your body, breath, mind, intellect, past, future, etc., etc. You cannot know anything in this world without a thought. And what is vritti rahit jnanam? Vritti, thought, rahit, without, jnanam, knowledge. Or the other way, knowledge without thought. So is there knowledge without thought possible? We are so programmed from childhood till today that knowledge means only at the level of thoughts. We read Reader's Digest, we read Sanskrit, we read this, we read that, and collect information after information and books after books after books, and the more we have studied and we have understood, we feel we are wiser. But who is the true wise man? Is he wise because he has collected knowledge through thoughts and words? Or wise man is he who is established in his essential nature in spite of appearance or disappearance of thoughts? Now watch yourself. I am talking to you, you are listening. Are my thoughts continuous or discontinuous? A very ignorant person will say they are continuous thoughts. A sattvic person will say, no, they are not continuous, they are discontinuous. The ignorant person, why did he say that they are continuous? Because I am blabbering for last 10 minutes without a break. And those words are bombarded on your eardrum. Thoughts are being presented. But a sattvic person, he will say, oh no, thoughts are not continuous, they are intermittent. Because after every one word, there is a break. There is a gap. And after the gap, then the next word is coming. Then again there is a gap. So there is appearance of thought, then there is disappearance of thought, then there is appearance of thought, then again there is disappearance of thought, then again, and it continues. Now you observe this about yourself at this very moment. Is it not true? That you are aware of appearance and disappearance of thoughts when the thoughts are heard by you and they appear as my words when you hear them and they appear as thoughts in your mind, you are there. Just now I took a break for 4-5 seconds. Did you become absent? Or you were still there when there was no thought? You are still there. Coming to this, directly experiencing this constant conscious principle is what is told passively as vritti rahit jnanam. Vritti rahit jnanam, thought free knowledge, is also by words. They are also, these three are also words only for you. But what they are indicating is what I just demonstrated to you. And what are they indicating? They are indicating you in your essence. But we are so living so unconsciously that every moment the thoughts hijacks the consciousness that we are, the awareness that we are, and we lose the plot. So for today, without keeping this theme in our mind, when we close our eyes or keep your eyes open, if you keep your eyes open, there will be many distractions. If you close, it might be helpful for some. Other people, they are afraid to face themselves when they close the eyes, but I think you are not one of those. When we close our eyes, some thought chatter is going on in our mind. If you can't stop, if it doesn't slow down, start chanting Om in your mind and watch. Make it an experiment. So you're replacing the thought chatter in your mind by Om. Thought chatter is also thoughts, Om is also thought. When will Om replace the thought chatter? When you focus on it chant it reverentially, respectfully, with surrender, with this understanding that it will bring about the delinking from all the thought chatter. And start. And as you are chanting the Om in your mind, if it is required, and then you will see after some time that there is an Om, there is absence of Om, then there is presence of Om or expression of Om, and there is non-expression of Om. Rather than getting lost in Om and expression or non-expression of Om, remain attentive. Nothing needs to be done. Remain attentive. Who knows these two phenomena of expression and non-expression of Om? And when your attention goes to that principle, don't create another question. Then who am I? Because Raman Maharishi asked. Don't ask that question. Just sit. Just stay with yourself. Unconcerned, undisturbed. And if again Om comes, it's okay. Let it come. Mind's job is to think. Let it come. You are still there. Again the Om will go away. You are still there. And this way we go from many thoughts to those thoughts which remind us of the infinite nature that we are, and from there we jump to this point wherein we recognize ourselves as the one in whose presence the appearance and disappearance of the sublime thoughts also is happening. And once we recognize that we are not the thoughts, that we are the one in whose presence the thoughts are coming and going, then this addiction to thoughts will drop away by itself. Once you recognize you are sleepy, the addiction to the waking automatically drops away. The world drops away from your mind. Same way, when you recognize that you are not the thoughts, you are lighting up them, their expression or non-expression, then this addiction of thoughts will drop away by itself. You cannot make it drop. And where that has happened, or this recognition has come about, and as a result abidance, that I am the one, I am the constant one. And this I am the one, I am the constant one, I am the unchanging principle, this is just a recognition. It may come appear as a thought, then there is silence after that. So approach yourself in this manner and deliver yourself to yourself. So close your eyes or keep them open. And as I have explained the whole process, begin.